We call it yourFuture. We follow what is really a fairly traditional 7-step process that the Certified Financial Planners Association has become the standard, and we've tried to evolve it to being a little bit more approachable. It's really just about what you saved and what you spend. Our planning approach has been to really help clients just chunk it down into bite-sized pieces and to identify, hey, this is my lifestyle expenses, these are my income elements, unanticipated things, we need a bucket for that, life emergencies, roof, children, cars, whatever it might be. So if you're in your 60s and you first started really making savable income in your 30s, so you've got this 30-year span where you've been in wealth accumulation, and all the data tells us today, on average, you're going to live another 30 years. It means whatever you've saved at the time you retire has to last you for the next 30 years without you working. Really try to bring people back to that reality. And then we build off of that, obviously.
The vision step is really in getting to know each other, period. Making sure that we understand who you are, who a client is, what your goals are, so that we can develop a plan that's actually suitable. Suitability is a big thing in the regulatory world too. Make sure that what we're advising you to do is actually suitable. It's an important first step. It's a little bit like dating, I guess. You get to know somebody, make sure you feel comfortable with them, but it's very important. The second step to developing a financial plan is getting to know your own feelings towards investing, towards money, towards risk. Not as important as getting to know somebody and really developing trust on a personal level, but it is very important. Strategy has to do with how we're actually investing your money in order to accomplish your goals. Risk tolerance plays a part in that. The strategy has to be suitable to your willingness to take risk. A big part of having a successful plan and investment management relationship is making sure that you can sleep at night. It has to accomplish your goals first and foremost, but it also needs to be suitable as per your risk tolerances. The plan can be very simple. It should be very simple. What are your income flows? What do you spend? When there's a shortfall there, how do you use your accumulated assets to provide for that shortfall? The only goal doesn't have to be, I don't want to run out of money, or I want to have a successful retirement. It can be putting your kids through college. It can be paying for a wedding. It can be moving, upsizing homes, downsizing homes. We should allow for all that. All of those things require capital, require cash. The last thing that we ever want to do is have you invested when you need that cash and the market goes against us for a short period of time. The plan is very important. It's what we base everything on, and we should allow for all the different nuances of what your life will entail and what you will need money for. Once we've actually developed and agreed to everything, we have to take action and implement the plan. So whether that be establishing emergency funds first, gradually getting our exposure to where we want to be, and whatever sort of asset allocation breakdown we've developed and agreed upon. We're not one that is very likely to just push the button day one, sell everything, and then buy everything that we would ideally like to own. Gradually over time, I like to say about 6 months it takes to fully adjust a portfolio into what we like, given the circumstances of what's going on around us. The progress phase is really the point in time where we make sure that the circumstances of your life haven't changed. Once we develop a plan and implement and take action to implement the plan, we don't like to change it until it absolutely needs to be changed. And the only time that it needs to be changed is when the circumstances of the client change. People get sick, kids grow up, needs change, financial status change, inheritances happen. So checking in to make sure that the circumstances of their lives haven't changed enough to warrant changing the plan is critical to making sure that we're going to have be successful in this entire planning journey. Communication is really important. We have intentionally built our entire tech stack around allowing clients to communicate with us however they feel best. Zoom has become a thing in the last few years. We text, we can call, and we encourage people to call us whenever they want. Open lines of communication is the only way that we can actually know what's going on in your life. If big things have changed or if your feelings have changed, the only way we can know about it. And the only way that we can give good advice is if we know about these things. It's important, and honestly, it's the best part of the job, communicating with people and trying to help them through their issues, whatever they may be.